Alrighty, so I found this video on the YouTubes of another migrant boat, but there's a bit of a twist to it, so I'm gonna pop it in the video and then I'll take it from there.
Disturbing reports of executions on board and people throwing themselves into the sea, Spanish police are investigating a potential massacre on board a migrant boat. Around 320 people were on the boat when it left West Africa, but only 250 made it to the Canary Islands.
This guy's talking about how it's disturbing that, people died during the trek to come from West Africa to Europe. This might sound heartless and stuff, but I'm not disturbed by it. I'm not sorry. Why? They chose to make that trek. And why do they want to make that trek? They want the freebies. If you choose to undertake a trek like that, that's on you. Don't try to pull at my heartstrings, because it's not going to work.
Leaving 70 lost along the way. The images on the screen show a wooden canoe known as a cayuco, similar to the kind the migrants were travelling in. Spanish court sources have confirmed that at least some of the deaths are being investigated as murder, after survivors told of cold-blooded executions and some passengers accused of witchcraft.
So let me get this straight. A whole lot of people were accused of witchcraft and they were pew-pewed while on this migrant invader boat. Okay. So here's a thought. Maybe you should round up all those people and send them back to where they came from, because one, you just let in a whole whack of murderers, yeeters. Two, all these people, if not all of them, believe in witchcraft, which is unacceptable for the West. And three, they're non-native Europeans.
The journey from hell began when a rammed cayuco set off for the Canary Islands. It's thought the boat's engine broke down shortly into the journey, meaning the migrants were stranded under the hot sun with limited supplies.
So they got stranded in the middle of the ocean because their engine broke down. Well, again, trying to pull at the emotions, but it's not going to work with me. Why? Again, they should have never have made the trek in the first place. Limited supplies? Yeah, because the boat was crowded with people. And as for the engine breaking down, probably poorly maintained. This guy talks about how it's a journey from hell. No, it's not. They literally created their own hell. They chose to undertake this trek. But again, using journey from hell, it tugs at the heartstrings of who? Western women, white women. Oh, those poor people, they suffered so much. We should let them in and give them food and all kinds of freebies. And that's my tinfoil hat theory. They keep Africa destitute so that they can keep saying, oh, we have to help the starving pock people, and then all the white women are like, oh, we gotta help them because, the TV told us to. And corporate keeps getting a steady stream of cheap labor, replacement labor, and a side of division. And what's so divisive about these migrants? Immigration is a very divisive issue. You have some people who don't want any immigration into Europe, like myself. Then you have other people who want some immigration, but controlled. And then, of course, others who want no borders at all. Everybody's welcome to come in. If those people had their way, I would say about 2 billion of this world's population would flood into Europe.
Survivors say that things soon began to descend. Some of the passengers died of dehydration, while others threw themselves overboard in a state of delirium. And a group of 20 to 30 of the passengers reportedly turned on the rest. They accused some of their boatmates of witchcraft, shot them and dumped the bodies into the Atlantic.
Some people say that, the reason why all these Africans are fleeing into Europe is because they can't change their government, and that they're trying to flee an oppressive government. They literally had guns aboard this boat. They literally pew-pewed some of their own boatmates because of what? Witchcraft. So they have a more readily available gun supply than anybody in Europe, which is a terrible prospect, because are these people who landed in Europe, are they still armed with guns? I would hope not, but I wouldn't be surprised.
According to survivors. A merchant ship spotted the boat adrift after 11 days, and the Spanish Coast Guard was dispatched to rescue it. The Cuco is still 265 miles from the Canary Islands. Police are yet to comment on the reports, but court sources have confirmed the witness accounts to Spanish news agency EFE. The killers are now thought to be spread amongst migrant centres in the Canary Islands, and police are working urgently to identify them.
Wow, now all those eaters are spread across all the migrant centers in the Canary Islands, I guess? Yeah, so chances are they're gonna get away with it. I guess you gotta cross your fingers and hope they don't do it again. Gee, thanks, Spanish government. Well, anyway, that's it for my thoughts on this matter. Take care out there in Clown World.